Okay, well, fine art photography, and this is the first time I've ever gone live before, and I'm going to be sharing some photographs today, one-of-a-kind, unique images of mine. I'm going to spend just a few minutes here to allow people to also join our session today. Volume still on, Kate? So yeah, so I'll be telling you a little bit about myself. I'm basically born and raised from the state of Wisconsin. And my father used to put a lot of cameras in our faces, both cameras and movie cameras, of every event that we ever did in our family and parks and places we'd go to. And one day I found boxes of camera equipment and darkroom equipment in the basement of my home. And so I decided at that point that I was going to be a photographer. Back in the late 70s, I received my visual communications degree and decided right then and there that I was going to pursue either a career in photography or video. Finding it very difficult at that point, it forced me to start my own video production company where I had a partner and we produced a variety of sales and marketing programs. My passion is in capturing anything water, lakes, rivers, boats. I enjoy barns. Architecture is one of my favorites. I enjoy doing street photography of people no matter where they are. Love travel photography and classic automobiles. I've been a business owner for over 35 years. I currently do own a photo supply business that I sell products and accessories to both professionals and amateurs. I've been a fine art photographer for just over 20 years. And I've had the luxury of exhibiting in art galleries, and I do art shows, and I do have my current website, markstallimages.com. So I moved to Florida to be with my family. My entire family lives in Florida at this point, and I was one of the last ones with my wife and sons to move down here. And we did it to enjoy the warm weather and to never have to deal with winters again, which I'm very happy to do. So I've got 4 framed photographs today, 4 traditional wood framed photographs that I'm going to be showing, 2 acrylic photographs, and 2 canvas photographs. There's truly no pressure to anybody, other than me saying these are one-of-a-kind prices. These are original photographs by myself, and they're limited edition, and they actually hung in my home here in Florida. So there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm not here to try to push anything upon you. It is a first-come, first-served basis, so I do hope that you find some interest in it, and you do share, and you do enjoy to purchase it. I'm here to have fun. In fact, no, I'm going to have a little drink here. Feel free to comment and ask me any questions if you have them. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the process that I use in creating the images. And so, again, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask me about or any messages you'd like to leave, I look forward to seeing that. So I hope at this point we have plenty of people here that I'll start my official show. All the images are original and limited edition. The reason I am discounting these pieces of work is because they have been in my collection for a year or two. I've used them for art exhibitions and art shows that I've attended. And basically, it's time to let them go, these particular images, let them go, and I will turn around and purchase and make some more images and purchase some more images. That's the reason that I'm trying to move the work. There is a link in my feed here today that takes you to each individual of the 8 images that I have for sale. You can purchase them right on that exact point on that landing page. And you can, if you would please, if you do make a purchase of it, I'd appreciate it very much if you will come on back to the chat window and let us know that you actually you made that purchase, so we won't resell it again, of course. All these 8 photographs are at a first come, first served basis. So again, if you make a purchase, let us know so we can, again, so that it'll be okay that somebody else doesn't try to make that same purchase. Okay, so with that, let's have a drink and TJIF for Friday, and thanks very, very much for being here. Let's get started. So I want to introduce you to photograph number 1, which I call Foggy Sunset. And that is this image right here. It's an acrylic image. That means it's been printed on 1/4-inch acrylic, a very unique method of actually producing a photograph and displaying it. There is some weight involved. It's literally a 1/4-inch thick, and it just really, it's an amazing look. It looks very three-dimensional, and it's kind of new to people, even though it's been around for a few years. This particular image, which I call Foggy Sunset, is a really unique situation. My wife and I took a wonderful cruise, a sail trip on Lake Michigan a couple of years ago, and that day it was kind of chilly, late August, and there were no winds on the Lake Michigan at that point when we were out there. And so basically, we basically just went around the harbor and, you know, a couple of miles off the shore the whole day with no wind, so we couldn't really put up any sails to do any sailing. And by the end of the day, we came back to we started heading back to the marina, and all of a sudden, a fog rolled in as the sun was setting. And this particular boat crossed our path at that exact moment. I did have several photographs I took of this particular boat, but it was really quite a unique experience. This particular situation for us. Really, I hadn't had one quite like it ever before, and it was just a very special moment to be able to take a picture like this. This is a 24-inch wide by 20-inch photograph. It's acrylic, and it regularly sold for $650, and I have it on sale for just $250. So it's number 1 in my list, so I do hope if somebody likes it, please go to my landing page and make selection number 1 for Foggy Sunset. And this is photograph number 2, Sailboats at Rest. It is the same day of that wonderful sailing trip we took in the harbor of Lake Michigan. And as we were returning to our slip, the sun was still setting, the fog was out, and I miraculously was able to enjoy this amazing capture. It's very ethereal, and again, it's mounted on acrylic, 1/4-inch acrylic, and it's all ready to be hung on a wall. It's got a very special frame with a hanger all set to go. Allows you some options to change the the hanging method, but it is all ready to be hung on your wall and enjoyed. This too is number 2, Sailboats at Rest, and it is also a $650 image that I'm selling for $250. Hey Judy, thanks very much for joining us today. I hope you find something you like. If not, enjoy the time with us. Number 2 is Sailboats at Rest, an acrylic image. It's 24 inches tall by 20 inches wide. That's number 2. And image number 3 is Rowboat on the Rocks. Now this image is a traditional photographic image that I printed myself using very archival processes, both in the printing and the mat. The kind of mats that I use is something that most photographers never use, except if you use them for museums. It's called an 8-ply museum quality archival mat. It's actually a very costly mat that I chose to use in all my images. The frame is nothing special. It's a basic wooden frame, which I want to explain that you folks can can either use the frame that I'm offering it in, or you can actually purchase a frame specific to where you'd like to use the photograph. This photograph was just a real special day. My wife and I were with some friends in near a small lake at a private club in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. And I always have cameras with me. So as we were drinking beer, I decided to take a walk and went off into the nearby lake and discovered this wonderful rowboat. And I want to just say that I use a variety of techniques in my photography. I believe I like to turn my images into art. So in other words, this image it's very painterly, and that's through my techniques of filters and different types of applications and software that I use to manipulate my work. So this image is Rowboat on the Rocks. It's regularly a $500 20 by 24 image, and I've got it on sale for just $200. Again, Rowboat on the Rocks. It's one of my favorites. I think it could go. Obviously, the frame can be changed to any color and to fit your particular house location in your home where you'd like to use it. And this is photograph number 4. It's a traditional photographic image that I printed myself. I really forgot to mention something, folks. This image is a limited edition. It is number 12. It is number 5 of 12 images. It's signed by myself, and it does come with if you purchase this image, this is image number 5 of 12, it comes with a certificate of authenticity. That means that I will only make 12 images of this particular size. Once I make the 12th image, this particular size will not be made again by me, which gives you a limited edition, and it hopefully improves the value of the image that you purchased from me. So I'm sorry, this was image number 5. And then this image is number 3 of 12. And this image is called Rough Rowboat. Again, a traditional photographic image that I printed myself. It's all set to be hung on a wall. It uses a traditional wood frame. And the uniqueness of this is the fact that I was a member of the Cedarburg Artists Guild in Wisconsin. And every year we have a picnic. And this year I went to a picnic in Sheboygan. One of the members hosted the picnic, and she lived right on Lake Michigan. And I again took my time to walk around the property, and out there right near the lake on her property is this rough old rowboat. And what I did was, again, those colors are original to the photograph, but what I did was I enhanced the colors. So those blues and the golds and the aquas and the yellows were all truly part of it. I think it was lots of moss and mildew and things that were attacking the boat because it had been there for so long. So what I did was I used my techniques to enhance and bring out that color much stronger than that was normally there. So that's kind of the thing that I did. Again, this is Rough Rowboat. It is the 3rd of edition in the total edition of 12, signed by myself, and it will come with a certificate of authenticity if you do purchase it. It can be framed in any color frame that you can use in your home anywhere, and I hope that you like it and you'll take advantage of it. And image number 5 is Fog on the Marina. Now again, this is a traditional photographic print made by myself, and this is actually image number 1 and 1 of 12. It has a high quality archival matte, 8-ply matte, in a traditional wood frame, all ready to be hung on a wall. This was the same day as my Foggy Sunset and Sailboats at Rest. Again, as we were coming into the marina, this amazing breaker wall was there, and some really neat things were happening. You could see people waiting there. This particular fellow is taking a picture with his smartphone. I thought that was kind of interesting. So again, the colors were really a natural part of this, but I enhanced them. There was actual fog. The sun was actually reflecting off of the water as you see it, and the ripples and the colors were in the lake right then and there. But I again used some techniques to enhance my colors and the look of it to bring it out to where it is right here. And it's become a true favorite of mine. Actually, I only just recently, within the last year, worked on this image to turn it into what it looks like today, to be in an art gallery here in Stuart, Florida, the Kling Gallery. And it's really, truly one of my favorites as well. Again, this is image number 5, Fog on the Marina. You can find it in my landing page connected to this presentation today. I hope somebody takes advantage of it. And this again is normally a $500 image that I have on sale for just $200. Same with the last image, I may not have mentioned it, that is on sale for just $200, regularly $500. It is also a 24 wide by 20 inch piece, and the frame can be replaced with any frame that will best fit your decor. I hope you like it, I hope you take advantage of it, and that's number 5. And oh boy, okay. So the next image is quite a big one. So let's see here. So this one is image number 6, and it is called Calatrava Sailboat. It's one of the largest canvases that I've done, and this is actually number 3 of a series of 3 in this size. I already sold the first 2. This image is the third one of its size, and it has been hanging in our house here in Florida. Again, this image measures 40 inches wide by 30 inches high. It's on canvas. It's all ready to be hung on a wall. And let me just say that the people from Wisconsin will know about this. I call it Calatrava Sailboat. And what it is our Milwaukee Art Museum in Milwaukee is just hired a designer named Santiago Calatrava, who designed the most extraordinary building I've ever seen. He has become one of my favorite architects. And the building itself is known as the Calatrava. And over the past many years, anytime I had an opportunity to photograph anything going on in downtown Milwaukee at this art museum, I did. And one of my other favorite images is of an air show that's traveling through the Calatrava, which is another story. But this is called again Calatrava Sailboat. It is edition number 3 of this size, measuring 40 inches wide by 30 inches tall. It's almost a 2-inch canvas, gallery wrapped canvas, and it's regularly $800, and I have it on sale for just $300. I will be willing to split the shipping cost to anybody that's interested in this particular huge image. And if anybody's interested, they can ask me. I can get an estimate of the cost to ship it, because there is going to be some expense here to ship this size of an image. It is on sale for $300. It is my image number 6, and I hope somebody likes it. I can say that basically my wife and I were walking around the Calatrava, the art museum, one day, and just the timing was just right for this wonderful sailboat to actually sail into the frame at the right time, and I just really cherish it. Once I do sell it, I'll probably print up some more for myself and for sale. But again, it's 40 inches wide by 30 inches high, regularly $800, on sale for just $300, and I hope you enjoy it. That's number 6. And image number 7 is another canvas. This one is very special to me. This image is known as Sunset Bay Turks. It is another canvas image, canvas print, all ready to be hung on a wall. Doesn't weigh as much as others, and it measures 30 inches wide by 20 inches tall. And basically, it is from Turks and Caicos. My wife and I fell in love with Turks and Caicos. We have very close friends that have a property there, and we were invited to go with them and stay at their property for a couple days. And while there, we went out on this place called Sunset Bay, and it was obviously at sunset. And what's very unique about this bay is that you can walk out hundreds and hundreds of feet or yards into this bay at sunset when the tides are low, and it barely comes up to your knees. So my wife started walking out into the bay, and I was following her after setting my cameras down, and I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe what I'm seeing." This image was in front of me, and I didn't have a camera, so I ran back to the shore to grab my camera and ran out to catch my wife, asked her to do a little posing for me. It's generic enough that even though it is my wife, you could still, if you enjoy this image, you could still have it on your own wall. It's just a beautiful image that I cherish today. At one point, I wasn't real happy. I thought that the sun might have been a little bright in this image, and then with afterthought, I don't think it would have made it if the sun would not have been where it was. If that sun would have been hidden, it would be a completely different image. So I'm quite happy with it. The way it framed my wife in the reflection there. Again, this is a 30 by 20 inch canvas image, and it is normally $750, and I have it on sale for just $250. And again, I'll split the cost of the shipping for this particular image. If you have an interest in it and you're not sure about the cost of the shipping, I'll be happy to come up with some sort of a calculation. We'll calculate out the exact amount to have it shipped to you. I cherish this image. It's one of 5 images of this size, and this is actually image number 1. So I hope that you like it. Canvas image. It is called Sunset Bay Turks, and on sale for just $250. And last but not least is another favorite, and this image is known as Key West Sunset. My wife and I spent many years in winter spending time vacationing in the Keys, the Florida Keys, and this is a very popular thing to do, of course, is to watch the sunset